Lessons I wish I learnt in my 20s. Now, in this video, I am going to be sharing the lessons that changed my life. I am currently 27 years old, and these are tips and lessons that I wish I had access to when I was 20. It would have saved me a lot of time, it would have saved me a lot of mistakes, and it would have saved me a lot of money. Right, so without further ado, let's dive in. Got 3 seconds to make an impression. I cannot stress this enough. I hate flimsy handshake. Can anyone relate to that? A flimsy handshake is the worst thing you can do as a guy. Not just that, but you make sure you stand up whenever you're greeting someone. It's a sign of respect and a sign of you don't, hey, how you doing, man? No, stand up and say hi, what's going on, you know? So stand up when you want to say hi to me. So at number 2, I'd say investing in yourself is probably one of the best way for you to perceive whether you are in the right direction or not. It raises your self-awareness, and not just that, but you know, the 20s is like your this defining decade. You want to get your head around, oh yeah, I forgot to say I'm married. So you want to get your head around what partner to be with, what career you're going to choose, and what life you're going to live. The best way to start that off is by understanding how to improve yourself. But in order for you to improve yourself, you understand your weaknesses and strengths. Hence why self-improvement is key. But you know what? I actually also use it, and that's of recent, as a way to determine whether I'm going to do business with someone or not. If I'm speaking to you and you're not trying to better yourself, there's no way I would work with you. Impossible. That's so you're basically, what that says to me is that you're happy to spend 5 years doing the exact same thing. Like you have no intentions of growing, no intentions of developing yourself, and just no intentions of wanting anything better for yourself. Life is expiring, and the economy grows by 9% every year. So if I'm not growing, I'm deteriorating. So why would I be around someone that's deteriorating? I'm just saying. Number 3, invest in Cologne. I cannot stress how important this is. It adds a 0 to your perceived value. I cannot stress, especially as a single guy, the amount of times I'd make sure I emphasize spraying here, 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 here. I'm not missing anything. And if you got long hair, across your hair as well. But it's the aura. It's like having a real life hacky. It's like you go past someone and like, what's that smell? It's like, it's such a powerful way to increase your aura and presence. And of course, you want to use that everywhere. Like, I don't think there's anywhere you should go without not having your cologne on. You never know who you're going to meet. So always have your best foot forward. Remember, it takes 3 seconds for you to make an impression. And especially as a single guy, you don't want to, just because you're in the gym doesn't mean you're allowed to stink. In fact, I learned this from one of my exes, I think. Your BO actually comes from you not washing or scrubbing dead skin off your body. So actually, if you want to remove BO, you need to scrub your skin off properly, and that should minimize the amount of BO you've got on your skin. So I wish I learned that in my 20s, because I think, especially as a just early adult, no one's really telling you these things. So I thought, yeah, wear your cologne, like, and even your natural smell, like even when you're washing your clothes, like get that extra, you know, £2.50 for the liquid, the freshener liquid. Like, work on your physique. This is a no-brainer. I've been telling you this. If you've followed my channel for a while now, yeah, this is like a very big thing. You want to work on your physique. Not only it boosts your confidence, but it actually puts you in this mental space where you feel good about yourself. You take care of yourself. It's like you're doing something good, so you want to add something else to it. It's like you want to complement it by adding something else. So definitely work on your physique. That's probably one of the best things I've done. Say less and listen more. Become an active listener. Study the room. Read the room. Do not be never strive to be the biggest person talking, because guess what? When you're talking, you can't listen. But when you can listen, you can absorb, you can learn. And not just that, but you can also gauge what steps to take. So actually, one of the biggest hacks is when you just observe the room and just let the room do its thing, it's easier for you to gauge what steps to take. It puts you in a much more comfortable position because you can now sense, okay, it's time for me to make a joke, or it's not time for me to make a joke. So say less and listen more. About your purpose. I don't care how long, the earlier you do it, the easier your life becomes. Think of life as GTA. If you don't have daily tasks that work towards, imagine playing GTA and having no clue whatsoever what daily tasks to do, just running around and just doing, maybe taking cars and running away from the police, and then after a while it gets boring. That's exactly how life is. Unless you've got a purpose that drives you, you're eventually gonna get bored, or whatever it is. I can't remember, ever since I got into my purpose and figured out what it is that I'm here to do, or what it is that I set myself to do, I don't know what boring is. I've always got things to do. I'm so busy. I'm like, oh my gosh, I need to advance myself into my target. I need to get closer to my target, right? So definitely you want to advance by learning who you are and your purpose. And just to add to that, we are 80% water. So think of yourself as a river. A river drives in a direction. It's got a straight path that it's heading towards. Then that's what happens when you've got purpose. However, when you're stagnant, you're just like a pond. Things get stuck in the pond. Fogs are created. It's just bad vibes. Would you rather go to a river or a pond? Right? Be a river.
I'm not in competition with my homies, I'm whipping in competition in the rollers. I knew my opposite.
Create your own table. This one here. Create your own table. Yeah, man. This one here, solid. If you feel like you're not welcome in the table you're part of, create your own table. Look, the reality is no one knows what's really going on. Everyone's just trying to figure it out. Okay? So what you want to do is just, if you feel like you're not welcome, fine, just create yours. Let's just do your thing, like literally. And I think if I had learned that at a younger age, there's a lot of things I wouldn't have done, because I wanted to be accepted. You had to go the extra mile to make sure that some way, somehow, they would have maybe spawned a space to squeeze you into. The guys are gathering, and then the circle is there, and then you're there, and you're just trying to find a way to whizzle in. You're not welcome. But create your own table. There's much more power in that. Find one person to spend the rest of your life with. What was that? Yeah. No, I wasn't. I was actually honest about it. I was just a single bachelor guy who had a lot of fun. And all I can say is, I'm married now. But more than anything, I'm glad I did what I did, because I had to find myself. And if I didn't find myself, I'd probably be in a relationship or wedding and think, oh wow, am I in a wedlock? Am I doing the right thing, or am I what happens? What I wonder what the world had to offer me. I have seen it all. I've done parties, party holidays. I've seen a lot, and I'm not going to disclose everything I've seen, but I've seen a lot. You can't save everyone. Even Jesus wasn't able to save Judas. Your friends may be holding you back, or maybe feeling like you owe them much, or you may be feeling like, you know what, your family is always being there for you. You can try to save them, but understand that it is not your responsibility to You can try, but if it doesn't work, it's okay. And it's just how things have to be. And you have to be okay with that. At the end of the day, you were born alone, and you will die alone. So if you can save them, great. If you can't, hey, it's okay. Jesus saved 11 apostles. That's a good rate. And if he done it, and he didn't get 100%, what chance do you have? I'm just saying. If you're lazy like me, create systems and structures that do not require you to think, but definitely need you to be responsible and accountable for your actions. Prime example is gym, YouTube, reading. I am naturally a lazy person, believe it or not. Yes, it's maybe, what time is it now? Yeah, it's 11 o'clock. And, really and truly, maybe I should be sleeping or whatever the case is. But I'm here speaking to you. All I can say is, if not for my schedule, I'd probably be 100% sleeping. But guess what? The schedule says I have to record, so I'm recording. And that's that. It's like, when you create a schedule that just prompts you to take action, and you just take action, over the long run, eventually you're going to start to get your head around it, and you just don't have to think about it. Same way you don't think about tying your shoelaces, brushing your teeth, or showering, I hope. It's just part of the routine, In the morning, you win the day. You want to get the morning in by just having small wins. What I do every morning is I meditate, I clear my head, I write down my goals, and then I go about my day. And honestly, it sets up the day nicely, because not long after that, I also go to the gym. So I go to the gym 3 to 4 times a week, and it sets me up nicely, because not only I've got the energy and my energy at a high level, but I'm also reminded first thing every morning, this is what I'm targeting for, this is what I live for, this is what I want to do. I want to help you guys get strong, I want to help you guys get healthy, I want to help you guys get powerful. So I need to be powerful. How do I become powerful? I look at powerful people, I study powerful people, I act like a powerful person. See how it works? You actually win the morning by having a good night's sleep. So despite how busy I am, I do prioritize my sleep still. No, I'm not going to do the no sleep stuff, because number one, your muscles are built whilst you're sleeping. You'll win the day by winning the night. What I mean by that is that if you have a good night's sleep, it's going to be very difficult for you not to have a good wake up morning. Cool. And that's why even when I used to go out, like even as a bachelor guy, I was still like 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock, that's the latest you're catching me outside, especially if I got work. So you guys that are staying at 6, 7 o'clock because you only live once, good luck. That's 2 days gone.
My day is 6 a.m. to noon, and I'm not crazy. You're crazy for thinking it takes 24 hours, just like some dude in a cave did 300 years ago. My second day starts at noon and goes till 6 p.m. That's day 2. And then the next.
So his 2 days are your 1 day in the club, coming back at 7, waking up at 12 o'clock, and then chilling and watching a football game. And he's had 6 days. How to stand alone. What I mean by that is,
what brought you back to the island?
Like I said,
you want to learn how to be comfortable in your own skin. Don't always rely on your bedrooms. Don't always rely on your sisters. Be your own person. Even when I was single, I always used to look out for women that had their own aura and voice. Like, you're not a follow. Because if you're a follow, that means that your ideas could be influenced by the person that's actually leading your group. And I don't have nothing to do with that. Because I might as well go get on with the actual leader of the group, because you ain't got a mind of your own. You have a mind of your own. Decide. You want to stand alone, stand alone. You want to stand together, stand together. But guess what? When you get to stand alone, you also get to figure out who is good for your energy and who isn't. And because of that, you're able to create this independent spirit that allows you to discern. I prioritize my space. I want to protect my space. And because I want to protect my space, whoever's around me has to either be in this frequency or get the fuck out. And when you do things that way, it helps. Not just that, but it really narrows down this bullshit. I don't want to be around negativity. I want to be around bad energy. Sorry, is that a crime? Life is too short. Learn how to give before expecting to receive. Now, I want to round up with this one because there's so many other things I wish I could share with you guys, but I will be opening up a Patreon where I'll be sharing with you guys tips that I developed in order to get to who I am today in terms of fitness, mindset, and the rest of it. More than anything, what I want to share today is give more than you receive. I happily recorded all the videos I shared for free of charge, whilst running a business that I actually needed to get some reach on. And the reason why I've done that is because this comes from the bottom of my heart. I want to be the person I needed in my darkest days. And that person is strong, that person has empathy, and that person also understands that out there it's not easy, but there's a way. Where there's a way, there's a will. Where there's a will, there's a community. And that community is surrounded by people that understand that you don't have to do this alone. You need to stand alone, but you don't have to do it alone. And because you don't have to do it alone, well, guess what? You can do it as a team. And guess what? You can also do it as a brotherhood, a sisterhood, you name it, right? And the reason why I'm sharing this, in other words, is because for the past 7 months, where I'd say I've been a lot more consistent than I was prior, what I have learned is I just want to give you guys value. I want you guys, I thrive off comments that say, you know, thank you for sharing this, or I really enjoyed this, it was really insightful, oh, you should do a video about this or about that, because that shows me that I'm helping you guys to learning how to stand alone, to finding yourself before finding someone else. Look, don't just share, subscribe, like the video, comment, engage. I'd really appreciate that. I really hope you've enjoyed this video, and I'll see you in the next video. Hoping for some feedback from you guys. Really am. I am really tired. Like, my eyes are shutting down. But it don't matter. Stay powerful, and I'll see you in the next video.